Think about someone you once loved. You used to light up when they texted you. You missed them when they weren't around. You thought about them constantly. And then one day, nothing. No fight. No betrayal. No dramatic ending. Just silence. A switch that flipped off. And you don't even know when it happened. So here's the question that should be keeping you up at night. Did you fall out of love? Or did your brain quietly make a decision without telling you? Because the answer, and I promise you'll hear it by the end, changes everything about how you see yourself, your relationships, and what's actually happening inside you right now. Here's what they never teach you about emotions. Feelings don't disappear overnight. They only feel sudden. In reality, they were fading for a long time. In quiet moments you barely registered. The moment you stopped feeling truly understood. The moment your emotional needs went unanswered. Again, the moment you felt completely alone while sitting right next to them. Your brain noticed each one. You didn't. And slowly, without asking your permission, it began a process called emotional detachment, not to punish you, not to punish them, but because your brain had one job: protect you from sustained pain. And it did that job perfectly. There's a word for what happened to you. And it's not falling out of love. It's emotional exhaustion. When you give and give and give your time, your energy, your patience, your love, and the same energy never comes back. Your mind gets tired, not dramatically, not with a breakdown, just quietly, slowly. You stop trying. You stop hoping things will change. You stop expecting to feel seen, and without realizing it, you stop feeling. Because here's what no one tells you about love. Feelings are not unconditional. They need safety to survive. They need to be fed. Take away the emotional safety, and no matter how strong the love was, it will starve. But sometimes it has nothing to do with how they treated you. Sometimes it's just you. People grow, people change, your values shift, your priorities evolve, your sense of self gets stronger, and suddenly the person who once felt like home feels like a place you've already outgrown. Not because they became worse, but because you became different. And here's the thing that's hard to accept. Your brain knew it before your heart was ready to. The brain processes change fast. The heart holds on. That gap between the two, that confusion, that emptiness, that guilt you can't explain, that's what you've been feeling. And here's the deepest truth in all of this. Your brain will always choose peace over attachment. When loving someone starts to feel like a second job, when the relationship starts to cost more than it gives, your mind begins to quietly disconnect. Not from hate, not from coldness, from self-preservation. Because your brain's number one job is not to keep you in love. It's to keep you alive. And a heart that's constantly stressed, constantly hoping, constantly waiting is a heart that your brain will eventually protect, even from love itself. So, remember that question from the beginning? Did you fall out of love? Or did your brain quietly make a decision? Here's your answer. Losing feelings doesn't make you cold. It doesn't make you broken. It means something inside you shifted. Something protected you. Now ask yourself, honestly, do you miss them? Or do you miss who they used to be? Because if the feelings are real, give them space. Give yourself peace. They'll come back clearly. But if they don't, that's not failure. That's not coldness. That's your mind quietly, patiently guiding you towards something that actually feels like home. And that place, you deserve to find it.